Hey, what's up, Stringlings? Today we are going to take a look at the FO-2 from Havok Elektronix. Let's check it out. One of the coolest things about this particular little side hustle of mine is oftentimes I get to try out stuff that hasn't even hit the market yet. This is a pre-production model from Havok Elektronix. They're out of the States, out of Arizona. And Rob sent me over this one and another one we're going to take a look at shortly as well. This is a pre-production model, so if you look at it down here on the desktop, there's not a lot going on in terms of design, but don't let that fool you. This is just the case, right? This is just the chassis of the thing. The text is here. It's dark because it just hasn't been weighted in, for production, but that doesn't matter. Okay, what we're interested in today is the sound of this guy, and I think this is a fantastic little FET or FET drive. I think you're going to like it. So let's get geared up, and there's not really a lot to run down on here. It's two basic controls, the two basic controls that you really need, which is volume and gain. Right now everything is at noon, so I'm going to start with some single coils. We're going to try it on a low gain going into an SLO 100 plug-in from Neural DSP. And let's check out what it sounds like. All right, so I am set up again, Barn Fire Burst Strat, single coils, 9-gauge strings, none of that matters. We're in E standard. That's the neck. And that is the SLO 100 as it sounds with pure single coils and a tiny bit of reverb. Let's turn this guy on. I'm going to take the gain all the way down. The reason I wanted to do this is because I really, when I was playing around with this, really got into how this sounds on a lower gain setting with the single coils. It sounds quite yummy, but here again. We're barely touching in the gain a little bit here, right? So already, just a ton of flavor. I love this detail, by the way, the LED under the switch. I think that's very cool. When you take it to the neck pickup, right, it's very amp-like in the sense that it cleans up. Until you hit it, right? I'm looking at my DAW. I'm looking at the waves, the peaks and Reaper, and it's fairly compressed actually. So let's flip back to the bridge and let's see where we go with some AC/DC tone. I wonder if we dial a little bit more volume on the input. Yeah, so we're just south of clipping on the interface. So, just in there. Let's do. Did that mellow it out? Can you tell the difference? I can't. Okay, well, let's just leave that where it was. Okay, anyway, and then let's take the gain all the way up. Well, now we're at 3 o'clock, right? That's pretty solid, pretty tight. It's got a little bit of that, like, bump on the bottom, right? The gain all the way up, it gets a little bit, I want to say rat-like, but not quite there, right? tension there. It's just, it's warm, right? Now, right now, I'm using an overwound Texas Special style single coil. Let's click that in and see what it sounds like a little bit more vintage 57. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter, right? That's pretty great sound. Not a ton of hiss. I mean, yeah, not very much. That's just pedal noise from the gain. Let's switch over to some humbuckers, some high output humbuckers, and see what it does. Okay, so we've switched over to a Donner DMT 100. This one is set up and tuned to a drop D. That one was drop C, if you've been following along. You know, it's brighter than a vintage humbucker. It's a little bit more output, kind of a little bit more metal tone to it, so that should be an interesting combination with this pedal. This is the SLO 100 on the clean channel. I did say it was drop D. Okay, sounds pretty decent. Let's click that on. I've got the gain turned back down. And we'll go back up to where we were just touching the single coils. Right, so right away you can hear the difference. With the humbuckers, it's a lot more aggressive. These are brand new. Neck pickup, just for fun. Gives a really nice kind of a vintagey sound. Let's take that gain up to noon and see how much more reckless this thing can get. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, do we dare go to 3 o'clock? Let's check out the gain up there. Ooh. Now it's starting to get like a distortion. That is where we're starting to get into what I was saying has kind of a rat-like quality to it. Like it's kind of stanky. I like it though. Just dime that right out. Yeah, very, very aggressive, very punchy. I think 90% of the value is going to be in this range between about 9 o'clock and just maybe 11:30. Like that, to me, that's really kind of a sweet spot on the humbuckers, maybe for rhythm. You know, if you wanted to get into lead stuff, this would be a really great addition to like a classic rock or a punk rig. as just something to really kind of grind things out. But you can get into a little bit more of a country type vibe, right? But if you wanted to get more aggressive, right, just take it past new. Gotta remember that drop D, right? Yeah, so it's not a distortion. It's very, very close to being a distortion, which is where I got the sense that it has kind of a rat-like quality. When I talk about rat, I'm talking about like the Proco rat, right? It kind of has that flavor to it, but it's very it's like a really saturated amp type overdrive. It's like an overdriven amp. And from that perspective, I think it's really, really successful. I think it's a very flexible pedal, considering it's just two knobs. Like, we've done no tone control here at all. And I think it's great. Simplicity rules. And depending on the type of music you're playing, this could be really ideal in a lot of situations. Especially, like I said, punk, heavy rock players. If you just need a little bit more dirt for your country rig, this is a really great way to go. I think we're going to be hearing a lot more from Havok Elektronix because, as a boutique builder, as a small builder, just kind of working, like a lot of these pedal builders, this is a kind of a second business for them, and just like I do with my guitar repairs, right? And I think when we're looking at who to support, like, do we need to go spend $300, $400, $500 on a big name pedal just to get some overdrive? I don't think so. Overdrive pedals are ubiquitous. They're everywhere. Everybody's got an overdrive. Everybody's got a fuzz. Everybody's got some brand of distortion or a preamp or an amp model or something. And look around. Find your listings. See if there's somebody close to you that's actually building these things, and talk to them, get some stuff built, because it's just really cool. It's a really cool cottage industry, and I can't wait to see what this is going to look like. This is a pre-production model, so this isn't even out yet, but I like the design of this as it is. So if I had a say in these things, I'd be like, you know what, maybe throw your logo on the bottom, but I just like it as a blackout pedal, the red knob cover, the LED, around the switch. To me, it looks cool. It sounds cool. It's a great pedal. Havok Elektronix. I've got his website and Instagram down in the description, so make sure you check those out. And remember to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think of this pedal. I like it. I like it a lot. And when you see the next one that's coming up, compared to this one, it's like 5 times the size of it, but it's pretty awesome too. So, let's keep an eye out for those things, and have yourselves a great day.